All right, good evening, one and all. The Boston Bluebee Beach episode is Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising top 16 action. We got a quick one for all of you here as we get into this Arc World Tour qualifier. In the top 16, you have Zero alongside J2 for the spectacular entrance as we ride on into a glorious top 8 setting. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, and I'm excited, right? It's going to be some quick action for the top 16 because we got to make time for that top 8, which I'm sure you guys are super excited for. But we have to see who's going to be making it into the winners versus the losers side as well. I see a couple gamers posted up on the stand already, so it looks like our first set is going to be paid actor Giri Alpaca versus Mr. Quotes.
An alpaca is fighting.
It's true, man. Everyone's too focused on the horses. We're forgetting about the OG four-legged, mammals going on right here. Speaking of which, the GOAT, of course, of Catalina, we're going to be seeing a little bit of that. So Mr. Quotes has like a few characters kind of in the back pocket, of course. A lot of us know him for the Narmaya, has the Beatrix available as well. I think is dabbled in just about every other character. So I think those are the main two we're going to be looking out for.
Okay, so yeah, Catalina is certainly a force to be reckoned with here. But yeah, we'll see what either paid actor or Mr. Quotes pulls up into for this opening series. And of course, on the top half of this top 16, we also have Zane versus Sompursone.
Ooh, okay.
And then Teiga versus CharCharRealSmooth, Incendiate and Gabagool in the background to round out that top cut of top 16.
Yes.
And then on the loser side, Rowlet and Pokey, then Swine versus Grisk, Semi versus Jita, literally Jita, just pulled up.
Which is really funny because, as you know, I think she was in our pool. Jita does not play Jita. She button checks with Jita and then boots up Eustace, which is crazy.
Okay, all right.
But making it into the loser side top 16, we'll see if she survives the top 8. Yep.
And then Witch Hazel against ThatScrubDavid will round out that loser's half. So, yeah, very interesting. There's a giant mallet backstage.
We're like stepping back. Oh, wait, oh my God, that is a giant mallet.
It is. It'll do the whole squeaker and everything. Like
that's for is it a gavel? Like I'm trying to think of what the function is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's for that game, where you gotta lift the bucket, and if you ring the bell, then
you're right. You're right. Not quite whack-a-mole.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a great time here at Boston Bluebee. If you are not here live, you could have gotten a Narmaya pin. Collect them all, as it were, and already have gathered plenty. It's like gathering the soul stones, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Grab all of those, and we'll see what else is going to show up at EVO, because we've not gone through the entire cast, right? And that's going to be very soon, a couple weeks out.
Yeah.
A platinum qualifier for Arc World Tour, and very important because we do have some competitors here, Zane in particular, already pretty well settled in for Arc World Tour qualification, wanting to make a more structural foundation, really, in terms of scoring, and then see where everyone else lands. But that platinum, that guaranteed ride to Seoul, South Korea.
Yes.
We'll see what shows up there.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think during our pools, right, someone was like, oh, why is Zane here, right? This is like old qualifying event. You already had a pretty stellar performance at CEO. Shouldn't you be pretty comfortable on the leaderboards? But Zane, we saw that World Tour kind of progress, right, for the qualification all of last year where, maybe some of these victories were just so close to that platinum qualification, but not quite, and really needed to fight it out towards the end for that qualification through the points leaderboard, right? So going for an early start, just saying, all right, you know what? I'll try my best for the platinums, but let me get the work out of the way early so I'm not stressing again this time on trying to make it onto those leaderboards.
You're telling me, because, man, that performance at CEO was absolutely terrifying to see right after Combo Breaker. And, yeah, you're right. That end-of-season performance for Zane was pretty down to the wire to make it, but I think we're sitting pretty comfortable, as you say here. Paid actor and Mr. Quotes locked in here. I saw the Narmaya show up.
Okay.
So we do have Catalina on the opposite side. Right, and yes, it is going to be that very scary neutral, especially against Catalina here, because it can be absurdly explosive with a single thrust to corner here.
Yeah, exactly. It's scary, especially playing against paid actor, right? Just the threat of being walked down, and then all of a sudden you get whip punished off ultimate fireball. You're up against the wall. Not quite as much damage as we might have liked with a wall bounce, but still, being able to push Quotes into the corner, that's a victory in itself.
And this is a great position here for paid actor. Any forward movement from Mr. Quotes gets basically nullified by the quick approach from Catalina.
Yep.
Nice threat here with the lights.
Ooh, trying to slash out with the firearm. If one doesn't work, let's do two. And the ultimate transient now in the hitbox gets you the side swap out.
No, Rekka, too close, that 2M.
Exactly. Able to find the punish there on the EX Kyoko. Now we're all the way over to the other side. It's coast to coast, that beach episode.
It is max range, dash L, subway slammer on the way.
when someone overlaid that with the 6XL, it changed my brain forever, man. It's like calling that ultimate Yule move multi-shine. There we go. It's an ultimate fireball once again. Up against the wall here, you lariat, wall bounce, and now it's the kill. All right, clean first round here for Paid Actor. Run up, snipe up behind the 2M, but does get caught out here with a misfiner.
Interrupt here, nice. At least got that light wall.
Yeah.
There's a fireball though.
5-inch fireball, just gradually, again, walking quotes down to the corner. How are we going to try and escape? One more throw.
It's that constant light pressure here, just single jab out.
Yep. Run up, disengage
There
on the
we
light
go,
wall,
there we
spot
go.
dodge.
Beautiful spot dodge here to own this corner, but drops out a little bit early. We do have at least a thrust for corner.
Yep.
We got a little bit more for that.
Yeah, let the MDP rock again, just looking for some of these misfiners.
But there we go. Crumple State, a ton of damage on the table.
No! Okay, we
Could
got the
have been.
Skyfarer Slammer, but we didn't quite get the kill confirmed. There we go, BC out.
Shane, finish the job, and we certainly do. Paid Actor going to take that first game.
There we go. One game up, just, you know, the story of both of those rounds is really just getting walked down to the corner.
Yeah.
Even when we were able to escape, right, the coast to coast, once Catalina has that meter, is just so terrifying.
Honestly, there is never a situation where you're not in the corner against Catalina.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
could be mid-screen. Technically, you're still in the corner.
You're going to get wall bounced, yeah, exactly. Like, you will be in the corner off of the next interaction no matter where we're at. Tries to send something off the EX flip. The first time we've kind of seen that from Mr. Quotes, but still nothing to be found. And a clean spot dodge as well on the ultimate Setsuna. Still finds a hit here for Quotes.
Right, there we are. Dash up to the far light. Crumple. I want to see this corner, Garrett. Come on now, finish it. Paid Actor succeeds this time around here.
There we go. FADC off of the light wall. Now we got you in the corner. Disengage. Got a couple plus frames here, but didn't get tripped up on the 2M. Again, the spot dodge, even off of the run-up on the ultimate Setsuna.
Just keep you at bay. A nice Setsuna here. Whoa, the far heavy connects, though.
Yep. Okay, walk it out. It's fully loaded guns on the meter right now, right? 50 available for both for the ultimate jump scare.
Let's get transient opposite side. Dash M for the knockdown. A quick light series that does give a round to Mr. Quotes.
Okay. Breath of fresh air here. It's a round up. Let's see if we can make it two. Whose voice is that on the announcer? I'm trying to recognize, but I'll think about it.
Gosh, yeah.
It's not Lyra. Is it Vern? It might be Vern. It might be
Oh,
a
it could
throw
be
running
Vern.
up from full screen.
Jump in. Still got the Crescent Slash. Seeing a lot more of that coming from Mr. Quotes. And does get the armor off alt DP.
Yep. Run up on the safe jab, but catches
no.
you out, catches out the FDP. Now we get the heavy counter hit starter.
Oh, but a short and simple one at that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our punish. Crumple State.
Yep.
Coast to coast, we ride.
Ultimate fireball from downtown. Send it with the lariat. All right. Up against the corner. I mean, with a good start, say, you know, 2M, far H, this could be the kill, especially with all the meter that we have.
This empty jump into throw. It's looking dire here. Blocks the BC, steals the turn, and quite a throw. Paid Actor answers right back here. And that was made possible by the loss of those 2 brave points from Mr. Quotes.
Yeah, I was just going to say, right, that extra 20% doesn't sound like too much, but especially when it is the difference between one more throw being lethal or not, but still got to leverage that brave counter to try and escape. It's a clash of the fireballs here as Paid Actor is on set point.
Tossed out. Good stagger on lights here.
Yep.
Steals back the turn with the BC and nice throw. Deep jump arc.
There we go, trying to keep you at bay with the 2M. Poke out here, run up for the throw, but it's a clean tech. Still swiped up here by the counter hit.
You can see the fear, though, from Mr. Quotes in that corner, not wanting to press, because we know the threat is there from SBA, coming from Paid Actor. If I'm wrong on a single interaction here, it's off the wall, a good 50% of my health is gone. Either way, we still receive it. Ooh. Raging strike. Final brave point off the table.
There we go. Now any stray hit with that extra 50% damage should be lethal here. Quotes, how are we going to escape? You have 100 in the bank, a clash of the fireballs, and it's a run up here to kill for Paid Actor. It's 2-0 to qualify. It's a winner's side top 8.
Yes, indeed. And unfortunately, that clash on the fireballs there kind of just negated any sort of opportunity for Mr. Quos to try to get out. But still, paid actor coming out on top of this Catalina. Again, just constantly being able to walk Mr. Quos back to those corners.
Yep.
And you could see it, right? It's just the uncertainty of what do I do at this point? Because I can't do Setsuna back away.
Yeah.
I can't get my transient to connect here. We did start to see in game 2 more Crescent Slash come through.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
I think that was kind of the crux of the situation. We're exerting our own offense.
Yeah.
And when you get to do that, then you start opening up other possibilities here, but still paid actor held strong.
Yeah, society doesn't want you to be a flip merchant on Narmaya, but sometimes you gotta hit back special, man. I mean, it's a pretty good way to escape the corner, to bait throws, just to be a little bit tricky with the air movement, but obviously not trying to be too predictable with an eat a 2H, right?
Yeah.
If your timing just becomes a little bit too autopilot. But, you know, just the reactions to Ultimate Transient, right? We were immediately seeing the spot dodges from paid actor where it was like, oh, unless you've already gotten the hit, I'm not gonna let you get away with this attempt at a free side swap just for that 50 meter out of the corner.
Yeah, and it's pretty exhausting when your opponent ends up just negating all of your offensive options.
Yes.
You've gone through layer 1, 2, none of that's working, and you're just, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I've done my homework as far as I can go. Like,
exactly. I did my best. You know, I studied up. I got 8 hours of sleep. Like, life is so good. You know, someone was telling me a story in their pools. They were like, you know, I forgot some stuff at home. My, you know, controller melted in one of the PlayStations. Like, I've been borrowing controllers all day. I've been running around fighting for my life. I'm like, you need to go to Dunkin' and just, like, get a sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant and, like, you know, get a little something in the stomach and you'll be good for top 16. But speaking of top 16, we got a couple more gamers fighting it out on the winner's side. It's Teiga versus CharChar. Looks like we got to check the audio real quick before we head on into the match. But it should be Lance Vera, if I'm not mistaken. It could also be Percy. It
could be
We have
Percy.
the Dragon Knights in tow here for Teiga.
certainly going to be a Dragon Knight on one side of the screen for sure. In this matchup, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Lancelot up against the Vera. There's still plenty of escape opportunities for Lance in this matchup here. I don't suspect that Teiga would feel the need to go to Percy. The consistency is still there on the side of Lance, especially with the ice ball. That's certainly your corner carry that you're looking for.
Exactly,
I think the frame traps are going to really help out in this matchup, mainly because of player tendencies here. So we'll see if that really comes to fruition. Again, CharChar has been on a bit of a rise as of late. An excellent performance at CEO. Their first top 8 appearance offline, so that is huge. We'll see if that momentum continues here.
Yeah, exactly. Has been killing it, especially more recently, right? And there's a lot of, you know, oh, I run into CharChar and then I see like 2, 3 BCs in a row and then a DP right after, even if it gets baited. Like, just having the quality of being, you know, unconditionable in a way where it's like, okay, I'm going to be aggressive about getting an early out on your offense if you give me the opportunity to. You look for the frame trap, I'm getting DP'd. Oh, surely he won't do it again. 3 interactions later, it's like, wait, I got reversal all the way back to the corner. Like, what's going on?
All right. We got our button check, of course, and we're about to lock in. The thumbs up is there. We got this qualifiers match here on the winner's side. Teiga up against CharChar.
Yeah, deep breaths on both sides as well. Like you said, you know, Lancelot not quite a mixed character in a lot of ways, right? But leverages such good mobility in a way that makes it so difficult for your opponent to think, oh, okay, I can throw out this good spacing tool, this far M, this far H. Like, no, it's just going to be him taking with the up back and then punishing the 5U.
Yeah, that was actually huge there because, one, you're either calling out the throw or even just the 5U, and that works out for you there because you left the ground in time to go for that 5U interaction right back at him.
Yeah.
Oh, but the side swap, nice throw.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Luminaria that close. You're going to be caught lingering. Ooh, that was the longest shimmy of all time right there.
That's what I'm saying. That was the slow walk. Take it back 5 paces, and then we dual send it with the L-Blade Impulse.
There it is.
There we go.
Wants to see if CharChar is going to press. We don't, and we do spend super right at the opportune moment here. Full conversion off the wall.
Damn, the run-up throw bait as well. Came up so high trying to high roll off of the, you know, install super as a reversal and worked out well. That's first round here for CharChar.
Round 2. Fight.
The second round, though.
Yep.
Impulse Blade not going to connect. Nice, crushing.
Yeah, caught up with a 2-1-4. That's been working out well, right? Throw crush, low crush as well. So maybe you might have to start leading into the 5L as far as the fuzzy mash. Ooh, sniped out of the skies here with the close H.
And that was huge from CharChar. You saw just a simple walk back. There's only one spot you're going to go, and it's going to be off that wall. Perfect angle to catch. But Teiga does get the impulse side swap here.
Yeah. It's like you said, right? We have that side swap opportunity for the routing, which makes it so consistent to try to keep up this corner pressure even when you lose it momentarily.
All right, let's see. Quick impulse, close the gap. 2H, it does work sometimes.
Yeah, didn't get the counter hit off of it, so no full confirm, but still up against the wall. It's a clean wall bounce. We don't even need the 100 meter to find the kill here, but Teiga ties up the rounds.
Hey.
Let's see it.
Love to see this Lancelot play come up here. Very recently, I saw a online bracket in Japan. Lancelot took first.
Damn, okay,
so, you know, it might be Lancelot's month. It could be.
It's a Lancelot summer, I'll tell you what. All right, clean throw check coming out here. The pull-up JL. Oh, and the mash out 5L.
Oh, dash L, gonna catch the jump mark there.
Yep.
Even if it was trying to go for the JU.
Whoa! Trying to be tricky with the
CharChar!
slide behind the back, but nothing to be found. It's a back throw instead.
All right, earns his corner, sneaks in with the throw.
Yep.
And you're gonna keep guessing now. Luminaria to keep you locked in. No BC. Teiga willing to tech.
Look it out, yeah. There we go, UDP.
Still a lot of work here on the side of Lance. Nice tech one more time.
Whoa!
Right,
2-4-8, trying to double dip, but ends up getting the install at the cost of half of your life. The full counter hit coming out from Teiga.
All right, SSBA here. There we go. Very low SSBA. I was surprised to see that
I
route.
thought it was going to drop, honestly, but... All right, big chill, and we got a sliver of health and only one more BC to our name. You know we're going to spend it. Just waits it out, and the 2M does the job. Teiga up 1.
Very good. Those fundamentals do pay off, right? I mean, we're talking a veteran of the game. Has been playing Lance since...
Yeah, exactly. He's been on this Dragon Knight longer than some folks have been playing Rising.
All right, does go for the JH right after the teleport here.
Yep. All right, Rekka Ender. Immediate BC on the 6XL. CharChar's like, I would like to be in the corner for as little time as possible, but you're going to go right back after blocking out that FDP.
All right, yes, let's get back into this corner position. Wall bounce.
Yep. There we go. About to build up another 50 for it as well, so you Fireball is also a factor, but so is the back throw. Or no, the forward throw instead, actually.
Got to see that patience there, though. Teiga willing to try to call out CharChar in a lot of those corner interactions here.
All right,
There it
Zane with
is.
the ultimate blade impulse. Side swap in the mid-screen here, but Rekka brings you back to the corner.
Keep you blocking, looking for shimmy.
Yep, walk it out. You want a DP so bad, but stopped in your tracks by L-Blade Impulse. It's set. Point, Teiga.
Teiga really respecting that meter, understanding that, yeah, CharChar loves the reversal super in those interactions when it's do or die. Nice JL to interrupt the teleport.
There we go. I was wondering if you were low enough to actually find the pickup there, but not trying to risk it and whip a button in Teiga's face.
Is still stuck in a regular throw. Luminaria challenging here. Throw before it activates.
There we go.
5U, beautiful.
There we go. Caught up with the 2-1-4U. Big starter in the corner here. I don't know if they're quite going to be able to kill, but now throw is lethal.
Ooh, we take the ult. It's all right though.
Yeah. Side swap to
Watch
escape.
it.
Boom!
Getting a little too antsy, but we do get the close heavy there.
Yeah.
Actually, just 2H rather.
Swiped out of the
Anti-air,
sky.
kill it.
There we go. Still set point Teiga, but CharChar on tie point.
Ooh, careful, expecting the teleport, but we've seen it so often.
Yeah.
I don't believe CharChar trying to go back to it. A 2U though. Teiga, I think, made a quick audible, like, actually, I don't want to go for you teleport here.
Yeah, he said I'm good. Trying to roll through so we don't have to worry about the Luminaria pressure, but ended up right in CharChar's face. BC for BC. Now we got 2 diamonds apiece.
Ooh, great recognition from Teiga though.
Yeah.
Once Luminaria goes off that screen, you need to take an action before Vera does it for you.
Yes. All right. Rekka's got you up against the wall. 100 meters, and that reversal super is something to worry about, but taking quite a bit of damage off of that throw whiff.
1, 2, one more time. All right, times have changed. Lance does so much damage out the super, but it's still not enough to kill. Get it out of here.
I was waiting with bated breath, but now
Dang
Chip
it.
is a factor, and so is the 5U sent down into the loser's side. Teiga takes it 2-0.
You know, one day a super from Lance is going to kill.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
Today's not that day.
It's not today.
Teiga's like, and it won't be tomorrow either, buddy. Mostly because top 8 is ending right after this, so.
So listen.
All right. A pretty stellar performance as well.
Yes.
You know, we were seeing a lot of these DPs and BCs kind of go unchecked. I think sometimes, especially when you have what you think is a read on player tendencies, it's so easy to, you know, go 200% and then end up getting baited out by psyching yourself out on how you think the player versus player matchup is going to be. But Teiga kind of kept it simple at first, saying, oh, okay, are you still going to be very antsy on defense, BC, DP kind of mash? And once we, saw that first round, we were like, okay, I know exactly what we need to adjust here.
But things have changed for CharChar a bit here, right? Like, still, it's not as liberal by using those BCs. Was a little more patient here, but did get caught in a lot of the shimmy interactions. We're seeing situations where Teiga would take no action, and CharChar would kind of seem like to break apart at the seams. But like, I have to interact that. Like, surely I got to take my turn. But it was the wrong decision at that point. It's like, let me try to throw. We get whip punished for trying to throw. We do stick out some great normals, though, to try to challenge. I do love that we were adjusting to the JU bait that was opening right from game one from Teiga. That, all right, we're going to try to keep you guessing on when I throw, and I'll jab out sometimes when I make my approach to call out your jump. So that was still cool from CharChar. We'll be going up against Semi on the loser side of top 16. We do have our second wave lined up here. It's Mr. Quotes and Pokey, Gabagool and Grisk, CharCharRealSmooth and Semi, Sompursone against ThatScrubDavid. So Zane already qualified winner side top 8, and then Incendiate qualified winner side top 8.
Okay. So ThatScrubDavid back up to the stand, won the round 1, but still needs one more to qualify into that loser side top 8.
Yes, indeed. We'll see how Sompursone tries to stand against ThatScrubDavid.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to see Sompursone myself, so I am excited to see what we're, running into in the character select. Of course, ThatScrubDavid, a fan of the funnier characters of various games. Plays Axel in Guilty Gear Strive, and also plays Lil in granblue Fantasy versus Rising. So we're going to see some tricky shenanigans as we head up to the stand and make sure our buttons are all good.
I was fully prepared for you to tell me we're going to see a rat on the screen.
No, not quite. He's not that.
Okay.
He's not that silly.
All right. Well,
there's whimsy, there's silly, and there's funny. You know what I'm saying?
And Lil funny. Got it.
It's like, it's not an XY axis. It's like the prism graph. You know what I'm saying? There's like a Z graph to it as well. It's a 3D model. And I don't know where Lil ranks on it, but
more like
it's something
sphere,
you just,
really.
Exactly.
Like it irradiates from the core.
It's got a radius. It's got a curvature.
Yes, indeed. Lil a terror of granblue as of late. We don't
Incendiate made it into that winner's side top 8 as well, right? So David's trying to make it 2 for 2, both on the winners and the losers side.
There's a lot of conversation to how strong Lil is. Of course, a lot of folks are kind of skewing that Lil is way up there. And when you think about that toolkit, right, of just I can constantly build up my own meter at a full screen, you have to engage against me. Otherwise, I get to keep running my set. Sammy and Tommy are still both terrors of the screen.
Exactly.
That ult wheel, one of the few.
That's like one of the best ult skills in the game. It is so good, man. Ult wheel is so good.
Oh, man. But we've seen a lot of utilization, even come from HPA. More so in this version of the game, HPA for sure. But still, a lot of potency in terms of visual noise. And trying to keep up with all those characters on the screen here. Like, Lil is certainly in contention for being a top-tier contender. I swear to God, I forget Vane.
It's Lil and Vane? Okay.
I hope it's Vane.
But let's make sure, right? We're going to check our buttons real quick and see if it's all good, all kosher. Maybe we're swapping up the Vane for the real deal, but I did hear there were some Vane menaces running around here.
So many.
I know Dormancy has been killing it on the Vane as well.
Why don't you guys enter TNS? Why don't you guys enter Paragon?
Yeah, give us some Vane to watch.
Honestly.
All right, looks like buttons are all good here.
We got to talk about Vane. Vane is a sick character.
I didn't realize we needed the Vane discussion in 2025. I've just noticed the body pillow in the bat. Yeah.
That one.
That's pretty sick. I was so scared when you turned it around. I was like, no! Okay.
Vane's a cuddler for sure.
I'm scared to ask what that means.
What do you mean? He's definitely individually, yeah, we can cuddle.
Oh, cuddler. I thought you said cutler. I was like a cutlet?
What?
Like
no. Oh, gosh. Well,
like a slice of
chicken. Have you seen his abs, though?
I'm not going to lie, right? That's a cutting board if I've ever seen one. Not that I would have. Either way, down here in the loser side, it's this top 8 qualifier between ThatScrubDavid and Sompursone. First blood going over.
Let's go. Sompursone already owning this corner. A very aggressive Vane start, which I feel like you got to in this matchup. This is not a matchup you necessarily get to play the one for all here. You can for sure, but it's not going to be that traditional Vane presence, and medium energy destruction will shut down both Sammy and Tommy.
Yeah, this is a tricky matchup now that you mention it, right? Taking them to the aggressive because just waiting for energy destruction and generally just trying to play that spacing game. It's easy to lose tempo, especially when Lewayne has that 50 for the ultimate wheel.
Let's see if you know how to spot dodge here. Does go for the ult parry. I don't care about Catbot.
Yeah, good challenge, right? I think it's really easy to let Lewayne get away with some of these more risky setups. There we go, send it with the 5U. One more hit could be enough for Sompursone.
All right, look. Raikuro was a top 8 Vayne competitor here at an Arc World Tour qualifier. Do we get another one? Sompursone already here.
Let's see.
All right, energy destruction denied with the awesome sauce, off rip, missile barrage. Great conversion from that scrub.
Yeah, the air slam, I think, doing a lot, right? I think there are normally a lot of situations where when we put Catbot down or any of the summons down, we usually think we have a free opportunity for the 5U, but as I'm talking about it, ThatScrubDavid now taking to the offensive.
Oh, got mixed up for sure.
Block button check. All right. I like the delay on the BC, tries to swing through, but that's HPA. Oh, no!
All 3 overheads committed to crouch block.
Yeah, right?
I will not stand up. You need to, sir.
I will not stand for this.
No.
That's correct. You won't. You will not live to stand for this.
Literally
Round number 3.
All right, jump back. JU. Oh!
Baited out the Brave counter, I assume, and ready to counter the Raging Strike with the spot dodge. Now we set the Catbot in the corner, and ThatScrubDavid just chomping away at the HP. Oh, if it works once, let's do it again.
So we got a block. Hold the guard button, please. It's not an
button
overhead.
check.
You're going to be fine.
I mean, that's the thing about the data. It still goes through the shield, too.
It is.
Ult wheel bros. Set up the Catbot. Oh, okay. So did we see David do Catbot summon, run up in front of it, tank the hit of the energy destruction, and then wait for the Catbot to find the airborne hit and kill? All right, he's nice.
Sometimes you got to go out ahead so your pawns can achieve victory, right? You sacrifice a knight.
You got to lead from the front. It's
Exactly.
true.
There we go. And he has that corner.
Ooh. All right, tricky. Sniped out of disguise by the bros. Now we got the cat laser behind, keeping you locked down in the corner, and it's a clean pickup with EX.
All right, nice. Avoids the arm destruction. And let's go coast to coast, baby. Crumple with the snack. All right, does use the guard button here.
Yes, there we go. All right, looking a little better on the defense right now, but this round is just so much in David's favor. You got 60 seconds on the clock, man. We're really going to go for a timeout? You got time like that?
Scurrying away.
Ooh. There we go. Parry's not lethal, but one more. Now it's chip damage territory. Oh, no. We got to... I'll say it after. The stage speakers are quite loud. It might influence the outcome of the match if he hears it through the headphones.
You know what they need to do? They need to add the Scooby-Doo running sound effect when Lewayne backpasses away.
They're like going down the corridor, coming out of the other side of the doors. Trying to come out the other side of this rough tunnel right now. Stuck in the corner, but just sent it with the 6-6H.
Nice. Are you kidding me? The jabs? Stop it. Ooh. All right, does get the 5S. Big jump in, and that's not going to stop Catbot here.
Boom!
Bring it down.
Oh, no, but not able to find a full confirm.
An overextension. Things are falling apart here for Sompursone. This is not the round 1 Sompursone we saw.
Yeah. A lot of those energy destructions knocking out both of the bros, but now that we're in this awkward close to mid-range scenario, sniped out with the ultimate wheel. One more touch could be enough. The air unblockable off of the Rockets, and David qualifies for loser's side top 8.
Well done. 2 Lewaynes in top 8.
There we go. One in the winner's side. I see Incendiate just chilling in the crowd. He's like, all right, son, you got it. He's like, wait, no, now we're going to have the Lewayne discussion. It's so over.
It's a Lewayne, huh?
He's like, my agenda. The discourse.
I thought we were safe here in America. Turns out the
Never.
Lewayne infection has
You
gone
are
global.
never safe from ultimate wheel, bro.
No one is.
You are always half a second away and a full screen apart from 50 meter from Lewayne. You got to be careful.
And a few snacks to boot, you know?
That's true.
Like just things are looking corny for Lewayne out here.
Yeah, you got the elote, you got the spaghetti, you got all the food in the world, dog.
But yeah, plenty of celebration here for ThatScrubDavid to qualify loser side of top 8 here. Pokey also qualified for loser side top 8. That's
okay.
2-0 over Mr. Quotes in the background here.
Damn, okay. So that's another landslide. Wait, We have a lot of duos here, so if I'm not mistaken, let me go check over on the bracket. So in the winner's side, we got Zane on Grimnir, Teiga on Lance,
Right.
Incendiate on Luane,
Right.
and Paid Actor on Catalina.
Yes.
Now Pokey doubling it up in the loser's side with the Lancelot.
Okay.
ThatScrubDavid bringing in a second Luane, and now we got to see these final 2 sets: Gabagool versus Grisk and CharCharRealSmooth versus Semi.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
All right. So is this is gonna be Vera Near, if I'm not mistaken,
yes,
right?
yes.
There we go.
Vera Near. Wait a minute.
Oh, no, Semi. Sorry. I'm trolling. This should be Zoe.
Grisk is the Near.
You're right. Oh, I mixed up the other sides. Gabagool Grisk is going to be Ladiva Near, but up next, I think we're going to be seeing Vera Zoe.
Yeah. You almost had me, though. I was like, yep. But
They're going to get me for that one, right?
I'm more
that's my
lost
local.
the fact that this is a repeat top 8, or like almost top 8.
Yes.
Of what we just saw at the
That's what
mix-up.
I'm saying,
like,
man.
what?
Nothing ever changes. Time is a flat circle. Man, I'm really going to pull up to the doors of the local. They're going to be like, Jitsu, you're banned for a month.
See,
man.
what we're missing, though, we're missing the Siegfried or Beatrix.
Yeah.
But at least we got the cat.
Versus
We got a Ladiva. No Soros.
Zoe.
But
Oh,
Ladiva
okay.
replaces Soros.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, so let's make sure our buttons are all good before you head on into things. I'm sure you're ready and rearing for the action, but we got one more check. I saw that Galleon, I was like, nah, bro.
y'all should play Galleon more.
You know, I had to see a certain Galleon match at CEO, and I was like, I never want to see this character again.
Never?
Okay, maybe one more time. I can do one more Galleon
One more
match.
for the old.
Yeah,
for
one
old
more
times.
for the one time.
Yeah, so this will be, again, if it is going to be Vera, right?
Yeah. Vera for Zoe. Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how the dynamics end up going, right? L Dragon is kind of this like
Oh,
really
you know what? No.
safe poke overall.
Yeah, because I could see, I know we have a backup Galleon on the side of CharChar. Not
Oh,
going out
okay.
for it, so okay, all right, fine. Fair
Not
enough.
one that we're going to
Continue,
be seeing,
yeah.
but one that is in the pocket, right? Just in case.
Yeah. So this matchup here, I'm going to headbutt.
What is he doing?
Bonk.
What is he?
Okay.
Me when I'm auditioning for The Godfather 4. I don't know
the
what to say,
lore.
man. That one stun-locked me too.
Zoe.
Anyway, Vera versus Zoe as we head into another loser's side top 8 qualifier. Of course, we got CharCharRealSmooth versus Semi.
And this is tough, right? You don't have projectiles to fight against dragons, so you really have to rely on being able to close the gap against Zoe.
Yes.
Far easier said than done, especially when you think about Thunder being a showstopper and Dragon being able to attack you from behind as well. That is going to be tricky, so we're going to have situational awareness on the side of CharChar.
Yeah, Dragon Gauge Management, also going to be a thing as well, of course.
Right.
Sniping out with the Ultimate Dragon, the 4-def 150 as we so lovingly call it, is a good way to, try and find an opportunity for the charge up, but let's see how skeevy CharChar is going to be for the round start immediately with the 667.
All right, tech out on throw. JL, no anti-air.
Yep.
Patience, already locked in corner. Semi, challenging.
There we go, spinning slash, but it's BC out. Yeah, plus frames off the 214M as well.
Pushing away, nice spot dodge. The respect. Assuming a challenge is going to come through the heavy dragon. Not quite though. Insult for free, we'll take it.
Oh, it's still able to spot dodge for it as well. If you have the opportunity to spend the 100 and get the install, that's fine. You don't need it to hit.
There it goes. Gap closer. Quick shade spin, just go coast to coast.
There we go. Run up, bait out the UDP. There we go. Up against the wall, this should be a clean kill confirmed for CharChar here. You got all the damage off of that install, and you got some grade points as well, but still not enough.
Unfortunate, but look, again, calling the DP.
Yep.
Yo, CharChar might be locked in.
Yeah. So let me bet my life on it. I already got a sliver anyway. I'm not trying to hold any strike throw. No BC to be seen, though.
Show me otherwise, though. Dash L. Nice challenge here. 5L full conversion.
Ooh, yeah, swiped up with the 6XM. It's a clean confirm, a cross through, but had all the time in the world to react or block. So that's why he pulled up for the throw. One more Luminaria summon.
Right, yeah, it's a matter of time when Luminaria shows up. Do we connect here? What a challenge with the 2M. Great patience coming from Semi.
Ooh, and the side swap routing as well.
It's actually huge. We'll take that.
All right, meaty Dragon Grab.
All right, little scramble, but still maintains control with that 2M.
Yep. All right, BC immediately on the +2. Did not want to hold that H spinning slash. Ooh, there we go. Full combo starter here in the corner. CharChar takes game number 1.
CharChar up a single game. That's terrifying. With that lighting, it gets more and more terrifying.
Yeah, right? It's a little ominous now.
All right, does get Light Dragon at round start here. The light, but brave DP from CharChar at that range.
Yeah, a few quick pokes, but pretty even on the life after all these straight hits. Yeah, blocked out with the BC too.
And we can take our turn here. BCB a minus though, does get the push back.
Ooh, the spot dodge on the 6XL as well. Can tell you're trying to thread the needle between a rock and a hard place, but Luminaire just baits you into the spot dodge.
Watch it here. Another back special. Quick interrupt. I don't know if we're trying to go for deep throws or...
Yeah.
Don't have the BC to challenge back though.
Go, Raging Strike confirmed. Should bring us over to the corner. Pretty healthy on the Dragon Gauge, but again, these spot dodges on the laser swipes have been good.
Deep run one more time here. That's the late tech.
Walk it out. Do it for you from downtown.
Waiting for a DP back. If you're not going to DP, I'll throw.
Yep.
Mario set up. The respect from CharChar. There it is.
Ooh. Ooh. He spot dodged it. We could have
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Challenge though. Respect and unfortunately a dragon throw. Thought we could get a thrust in there. Unfortunately, not going to be able to happen. There was an ult input coming from CharChar on us.
But that 50 down the drain. Now 1 round up here for Semi. Again, sending it with the spinning slashes, trying to go over the far M's, the far H's. Ooh, but that back throw on the 5U, yep.
That was a deep 5U.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Does get back special lift off, or down rather.
Oh, there we go. Dust loops into the forward F-150, get all that Dragon Gauge back. Walk it back. Ooh, but tried to BC on the Luminaire. Just a little bit too early. CharChar was still too high in the sky.
All right, nice. Forward special.
Ooh, do you swing into it?
Side swap.
What?
The 2M lifting off with the back EX.
That didn't catch the 2M?
Not a
Yes!
chance.
You guys are doing too much for my heart rate right now. I'm already off half the Red Bull.
I'm telling you, that hurt box. You're lingering out there with the 2M. You're in a safe position.
Yeah.
Well played. We've seen it a couple times now for Semi, understanding the spacing. And we also saw Teiga do the same punish, right? That 2M connect, like we're pretty close to where that super activates, but still have that 2M able to fully convert into a victory.
Exactly.
CharChar taking a moment. Still locking in Vera. There's no need for Galleon here. I don't think we find Galleon to be quite the character that CharChar likes on this playstyle. Maybe even in this matchup here.
Yeah, right. Especially on a character that can leverage really safe calls on the Dragon with L, can take up a lot of space with the M and H versions. Trying to play the projectile game as far as Galleon goes, like maybe 2D6L isn't going to do the job.
All right, spot dodge. Trying to make a hard read here with that back special.
Yeah, spot dodge on the laser sweep.
Ooh,
stopped out of the 214M. Trying to get really greedy with the plus frames there, but I love the interrupts from Semi.
We got to pump the brakes here, CharChar. There we go, got our tech.
Yep.
2M, just the interrupt again. Not close to the gap. We're going to let the Dragon do the work. With no Dragon Gauge here, you got to close the gap. And this is probably a big opportunity here for CharChar if we can open up Semi.
Yeah, exactly. You still got normals, you still got the Rekkas to try and find some of these last hits, and the Raging Strike confirms as well, but got to find that first hit first.
Oh, if we can strip this final break point, this would be a great boon for CharChar. We might not get that opportunity, though.
UDP doesn't kill, but you can forward jump your way out of the corner. This Farrell gets caught by the SSBA.
Oh, CharChar trying to get comfortable. Legs are crossed now.
Disastrous. One touch apiece, no BC to your name.
You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta bet it all on a UDP. Or just go for the normal spinning slash. No blue flash required. Sniped out of the skies as Semi is on set point.
Dash M does get very quickly blocked.
Yep.
Jeez, the deep run. All right. We've seen that so often. Right after a tech, it's still going to be that challenge from CharChar. Going for the EX special. It just gets interrupted by Semi with the spinning slash.
Yeah, there we go. Rekka Ender. Are we going to see some more spinning slash? No, you're locked down with the Luminaire. But the ultimate version is the way to bust out and bust our way back out of the corner. The delay on the 2L catches out the fuzzy mash from CharChar.
Full conversion here. Set up with Thunder. Good jump out timing. Wasn't able to fire off the Thunder.
Here we go. Loses the corner, tries to BC her way back, but now it's no diamonds for CharCharRealSmooth.
This M. Hold on now. Spinning slash. The respect. But the throw bait works out. That should do. Semi will take it 2-1 over CharChar. The crowd goes wild. And quite the throw bait right there. Unfortunately, this is where CharChar's run ends.
So close to that loser's side top 8, but stopped in his tracks by Zoe herself. And of course, Semi securing that loser's side top 8 spot. All right.
Congrats to Semi. Zoe in top 8. Absolutely insane performance there.
Yep. The New York homies, of course, pulling up the cheer on their lad. Yeah. As you should, as you should. And Grisk going back to the chair saying, all right, I'm going to be up on that stage in just a second, but we shall see.
We got to take a breather here before we go to the next one, because that was down to the wire between those two.
Yeah.
Man, it just was really unfortunate because it turned into a situation where CharChar just couldn't get folks to open up, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was just tough to deal with. I mean, we did see some Luminaria call out there, but goodness.
If anybody comes behind the commentator's booth again and shows something on stream, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to be really disappointed.
As you rub your hands diabolically together.
I just, you know, no reason. It just seems like a good time to stretch out.
Yeah, just, hey, maybe don't do that.
But we are coming into the home stretch of our loser side top 8 qualifiers. Again, like Zero said, up next we're going to be having Team Factor's own Gabagool versus New York's own Grisk. So I was calling Semi the Nier player by mistake earlier because I was so excited for this set, which again is going to be Ladiva versus Nier.
I don't envy, well, then again, it's Gabagool.
That's true.
Generally, I wouldn't envy Ladiva in this matchup, but it's Gabagool.
That's true. That's true.
So I don't envy the Nier in this matchup.
That's what I'm saying, right? I mean, you know, I'm trying to think of situations where you're feeling like you have a particularly good matchup into Nier, which is, are you a character that starts the video game with 3 Brave points and has the opportunity to Brave counter? So that's probably pretty good in and of itself, but doesn't really have many, you know, at least like safe poke neutral options to just like, oh, okay, I'm going to throw out a fireball and hope it hits death on the way on over, or a really long-ranging poke. If you want to do that without the cost of your Brave points, you're sending it with Lariat. You're trying to preemptively throw out, you know, 5H or 2M or something like that.
And sometimes you're going to catch death in those interactions as well. That's a big boom for Ladiva, where she could just still be right in the opponent's face. The corner carry possibilities come from Gabagool is also a big factor in this matchup.
Yes. Let's make sure our buttons are all good before you head on into things. Also, button checking with the Siegfried, right? You know, maybe that's a secondary that we're showing that we might have on deck here if we don't want to let the Nier rock, but
I feel like Grisk has done this before, right? Where, like, we have played a Siegfried before.
Maybe I feel like I've seen that secondary at least once in my life, right? But
especially,
you know, back then everybody had a secondary.
It was
Siegfried.
the darker days for those Nier players.
It is true. There used to be dark days with both Nier and Siegfried. That used to be like 75% of our top 8. How times have changed.
Changed drastically. Y'all learned how to block. It's insane.
Yeah. Did they change the language? They were like, I do not want to hear English granblue.
They did.
I was actually, so I quite like the English dub. Okay. But I know other players have passionate views on such things. So I was like, oh, okay, we're letting the English dub rock. Like, that's pretty sick. But for our last match, we're going to go back to the OG. And it looks like we are locking in the Nier as well.
Okay. I mean, so at least in the distance game, when Ladiva doesn't have the meter, it should be, in theory, on Nier's favor, right? Because you get to set up death, you get to interrupt. We're going to see a lot of great 5U conversions where we can try to route back into that mid-screen and just have death on deck. I would be surprised if we go below around like 9 or 8 stocks on death. In the neutral interactions here, we go for kills beyond that point. We'll see a lot of great refunds coming here from Grisk.
Yeah, it's the routing to do like double, triple 5Us just to try and bolster and really minimize the downtime, right, between using some of those stocks. But let's see, right? Gabagool, of course, has run into many a Nier player in his life.
Oh, jeez. Empty into SPD.
Yep.
That's a big start. Nice tech.
Little
goes for the heavy start.
There we go. Charge up on the turn. 1 stock spent. All right. The death is right back up. We got the knockdown situation. That's 1 BP out for Grisk.
1, 2, 3, 5U, quick install.
Yep. Yeah, we're chipping away at the HB, and of course Ladiva, right, one of the highest health pools in the game, so might take quite a few hits here on Grisk's side, but we're chipping away.
Nice
for you!
Nice just blocks. Very important here for Gabagool to get the just guard there.
Yes. Give you enough for the SBA, and now we took away that last brave point. You got to weather the storm. You ended up safe side.
Wait a minute. Volleyball. I've seen this before. It's easy combo.
Oh! Goodbye forever. I'll see you next round.
All right, for real though. All right, I mean, there were 3 BC. So you might not have killed with the SSBA at that point,
Yeah.
but I thought for sure we were going to go for full volleyball game
Yes.
SBA. SSBA, rather.
I thought we were just going to full cash out on the first one, but
Yeah.
a tricky little, side swap setup there. Little guard button check coming out from Grisk to take round 1.
Careful on those risky games you play. They might come back to bite you, especially against a player like Gabagool.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, there we go. Beautiful heavy, and don't you forget, Death is still lingering back there.
There we go.
Nice.
Soft knockdown 6XL, just buying a little bit more time for Death to come back up, but Gabagool unafraid to mash with no Death behind it. I might as well.
Nope, caught the backdash here. Good headbutts, corner carry with the ult lariat.
Yeah.
We're still going. We're still going.
Off the
Nice.
headbutts was so good too. Spend it.
Cross up the BC. Wants to maintain our own ground game here.
Yep.
Opened up right as Death gets called.
Ooh, cashing out on a lot of stocks here. It's still not going to be the kill. Uh-oh. Tried to get as much damage as you could, but that downtime is crucial. 8 seconds where Gabagool is like, yeah, I'm down to 20%. Yes, I take an extra 20%, but I'm still going to mash out.
And I wonder if a lot of that big expenditure on those Death stocks was the thought that we get the meter just to get super. We were still pretty far away from it here. SPD, ult in the corner. Let's hear it from the crowd.
Ooh, behind the back with the JU. Yeah, no spot dodge on the lariat either, just down backing.
Whoops. Caught the dash L, but we can take those.
Ultimate DP, we're trying to stay alive. Once again, super jump behind the back. Catches at the throw with the backdash. Still, not too much gain. We're just trying to get the refund on the 5U, but Gabagool picks up into the SBA. That's game number 1.
Gabagool. Strong showing, and it's kind of what I thought it would be, of just like that. You're making those big sacrifices, trying to call out Death, but Gabagool is so quick to shut Death down. So you're constantly fighting back to rebuild that resource.
Yeah.
And Gabagool's just not letting you have it. We'll see game number 2. So commit to the same character again.
Yeah, I mean, Gabagool, I think, kind of hedging his bets on defense in a lot of ways once Death is down, right? Just saying, okay, even if I get mashed out on, or even if I get hit by the meaty, it's really not the worst thing in the world. And best case, I take my opportunity while there's still 4 or 5 seconds of Death downtime to start running my own offense.
That's right. Oh, nice. Got the launch here. 1, 2, 3.
Frame trap offense.
Did spend the 5U, but look how much time we have. That allows for this next sequence. We do get that ult SPD. The attack.
It's going to be ultimate scoop, but we run up for the throw. Oos. There we go. Clean pick up with the DP. We go for the full cash out with 100. Low on stocks, high on damage, but we're high on HP as Ladiva, so we still get one more chance to live. Even without Death, the auto combo does the job.
Very fortunate here for Grisk, drawing first blood in this game number 2.
Yep.
All right, walking away though. Does get that lariat and waiting for Death to come, and it's just not going to open up, so Gabagool will take the initiative.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, BC behind the back. Last time we got frame trapped, so we're like, you know what? If I can find a safe way to just spend 1 diamond and knock out Death, I'll do it.
Absolutely. Ooh, stop just shy.
Yep. Walk it out. Full charge on the Death turn.
Jeez, Death's still there. Oh, wait, missed the 5U charge. If
Lots of downtime. No BP on the side of Grisk.
If we would have just done the quick
Ooh.
5U, that would have converted. Nice spot dodge.
There we go. Finally getting it. This is the first lariat that we spot dodge, only to drop the confirm. Death is down. Grisk is in the corner. Catches out the backdash here. Still a chance to live. 100 meter. What are we going to make of it at these full stocks?
Oh
Grisk
my goodness.
ties it up 1 apiece.
Don't let those moments happen too often. My goodness. Like, the fact that we were down Death in that sequence, could only triple attack, couldn't spend for SSBA to close it out. You're leaving opportunities on the table there for Gabagool to finish the job. How much luck does Grisk have in this set?
I don't know. Let's see how long you can stay alive in the loser's side. One more game determines who goes home at number 9. 7 stocks in tow, and we're spending it, and we're sending it with the 2U too.
All right, another 2U.
Yep.
No body splash. They kept the same side though.
Yeah, looking for the delay close H, maybe trying to catch out a Fuzzy, but instead the mash out on the close L. Ooh. That's still down, able to get a 5U for it at least.
3. Let's get another ground bounce for these headbutts.
Oh, combo limit kicking in, but still able to find the meaty, but gets caught up on the Raging Strike regardless.
All right, full challenge.
No!
A lot of these resources here, 2M, max range here.
Yeah.
Death, we're just waiting for Death to build up.
Yeah, walk it out. Gabagool looking for a little meter of his own. Doesn't spot dodge the lariat, so you gotta BC.
All right, does have 50%. There it is, finally.
Ooh, ooh. Off of the airborne hit, not able to find it, but the run-up SBD. Gabagool once again on set point.
You know, credit where it's due on the side of Grisk, though, where we were going for those safe jabs.
Yeah.
We were waiting for that meter to just be outside of that 50%, so we didn't get punished for it here.
Yeah.
Gabagool, though, does get called out with the 2L.
There we go, the duck on the lariat. This is good damage to start things off for Grisk.
Nice JU.
Oh, there we go. Meaty with the JU, I like that. Trying to make sure that we get that death up as soon as possible, but the drop of the swipes.
Careful, wanted to pull it back. It was a quick audible on the combo routing since Ominous turned it and go to the opposite side.
Ooh, run up. Yeah, just ended up 5L'ing into the U headbutt. Now Gabagool tying up the HP. Big whiff on the throw.
Yeah, does have to worry about SBD for a little while now.
That's a BC down off of the ultimate lariat. Just reaction checking. Grisk can tell you're feeling a little bit nervous.
Uh-oh. All right, BC does get blocked. Beautiful 2H. This should be death. Gabagool will take it 2-1 over Grisk to make it in a loser side top 8.
You can see the pop off, the emotion on his face, so stoic 99% of the day, but to make it into that top 8, the 1% pop off coming up clean for our resident grappler. Congratulations, Gabagool.
Man, oh man. Quite a top 8 lineup we have in store for all of you.
Yep. All right, Zero, just as a refresher, who do we have for that top 8? That's going to be happening in just a minute.
Look, we got Zane, Teiga, Incendiate, Paid Actor, all on the winner side of top 8. And then on loser side top 8, we have Pokey, Gabagool, Semi, and ThatScrubDavid.
All right. Well, there's no more time to waste, right? I mean, we got to get you guys into that top 8, so we might as well send you over there right now. Once again, it's been J2. It's been a great time hanging out with you, Zero.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you guys for that Grand Blue top 8.